Have you ever betrayed your country?
No. It could be anyone.
Get the hell off my ship.
Go! Space Above and Beyond, tonight, 11:15 on BBC Two.
Good enough for rock and roll and BBC Two. Never mind the Buzzcocks in half an hour. But first, a touch of the blues.
If you thought it was strange before,
What we're talking about is colonization.
if you thought you've been frightened before,
You're concluding what, that he's some kind of a fat-sucking vampire?
see behind the sofa.
Your time has come, killer.
Extra late X-Files.
There's someone in the backyard.
I've come to you at great risk. I mean you no harm.
Thursday, 10:05 on BBC One.
Sometimes the only sane response to an insane world is insanity.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
The brand new Torchwood next week will be at the slightly earlier time of 9:30, but first, strong language, and Sundays wouldn't be the same without a brand spanking new Torchwood.
Is the blue.
Kurt Benson, you are charged in this indictment with attempted murder and actual bodily harm.
He could fly off the handle at any time. Everyone knew that.
They're painting me out to be some kind of psycho.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
Order! Order!
Well, I hope he gets life. I trusted Jude. I let her into my flat and she just rips me off.
Did Mr. Benson push you from the scaffold, or did you fall?
Trial by jury in a week-long Hollyoaks special starting Monday at 6:30 on 4.
Next week, the search ends up in court. Earl's Court, that is. Neverwhere, at the same time, 9 o'clock on BBC Two. Over on BBC One shortly, a secret from Mulder's past in the X-Files. And the bizarre underground world of Neverwhere is captured in the BBC book, video and radio collection, available now.
My name films on Central this Boxing Day, continuing now with Return of the Jedi.
A countdown to disaster for the crew of DS9 tomorrow at 6 here on BBC Two.
If you could turn a fossil into a living dinosaur,
Is there anybody else who thinks that we shouldn't be out here?
would you really want to?
How can we possibly have the slightest idea of what to expect?
Life will not be contained.
I really hate that man.
We are being hunted.
Must go faster. Jurassic Park, Christmas Day at 6:30 on BBC One.
Please shut down the system.
And to accompany the adventures of Wallace and Gromit, there's a BBC video, postcard collection and CD-ROM.
When there's trouble, there's only one man to call. He's got his hands full.
Lieutenant Frank Driven, police squad.
Is this some kind of bus?
Well, it's very impressive, yes, but we need to ask you a few questions.
And he can smell trouble.
Any other victims?
You're standing on one right now.
Oh.
Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley.
How are the children?
We didn't have any children.
Star with O.J. Simpson. Naked Gun 2.5, Sunday at 8 on BBC One. A bit more than a sequel.
She's only been back 5 minutes and she's already winding everybody up. Dot's up to her old tricks again in EastEnders at 8:30 tonight. Time-travelling movie adventure for all the family. First on BBC One, Michael J. Fox is the generation-jumping Marty McFly in Back to the Future, Part 3.
The aliens are making friends.
We bragged, we laughed, we tinkered. He let me touch his stuff.
You are not my friend.
So no one told you it was gonna be this way?
Friendship on the Rocks. Third rock from the sun. Tomorrow at 9 on BBC Two.
Alvin Hall's final
to destruction on Deep Space Nine.
In the next X-File, Mulder and Scully come across thousands of deadly insects. That's here on BBC Two on Saturday night at 11:30.
Don't want silver, I just want gold. Carry on regardless. Bronze is for the sick and the old, but carry on regardless. My joy, my love, my smile, my needs. Not in the stars, signs of how you
Bruce Willis.
We're sending somebody in to negotiate!
Anybody else want to negotiate?
The Fifth Element at cinemas everywhere now.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you news of an official sighting of the new X-Files soundtrack album. Special agents Mulder and Scully have confirmed that the object is being sold at all good record shops under the pseudonym Songs in the Key of X. We urge you not to approach this object as it can easily become highly addictive. Repeat, do not approach. This is the end of this transmission.
This Friday, BBC Two is looking for some answers.
What do aliens eat?
Don't drink out of the milk carton.
How did cavemen really live? And finally,
who is Tony Farino and why?
Very ethical human being.
I believe you've got a lot of friends in Colombia.
Change the subject. Would you like the Lamborghini?
everything you wanted to know but didn't dare to ask.
That's such a cliche.
Let's get out of here. Tomorrow on BBC Two. Ah!
BBC One.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
What? No! Fred!
Ready for the best ride in the park. Cliffhanger, Christmas Eve, 9 o'clock, BBC One.
Continuing the Nightmare season now on BBC One, a Hammer horror invitation to taste the blood of Dracula.
Now on 4, a cast filled with familiar faces and a novel use for a coat hanger as Christopher Lee stars in The Scars of Dracula. Still to come, Christopher Lee dons Oriental garb and sets out to rule the planet by kidnapping the daughters of world leaders in The Brides of Fu Manchu. Next.